Welcome to this quick tip video. Does RMA integrate with bin tracking? My name's Anne from Orchid Systems, and in this video I'm going to show you how RMA integrates with bin tracking. Return material authorizations does not itself create any stock movements, but from an RMA document you can create an OE credit note. And if the return to stock is set to yes for the OE credit note items, then the OE credit note will create a stock movement into the IC location. RMA can also create a PO return, which in turn creates a stock movement for the items out of the IC location. Bin tracking can be configured for both of these documents being created from the RMA screen, that is, the OE credit note and the PO return. The configuration that can be done is whether or not the bin transfer document needs to be manually created or auto-created at the time of the source document being posted, whether or not the bins are auto-allocated or manually allocated at the time the bin transfer document is created, and whether or not to auto pop up or open the bin transfer document screen so the users posting the source document can complete the bin transfer at the same time. In bin tracking, for both the RMA credit note button and the RMA PO return button, you can configure whether or not the bin transfer document is automatically created during posting of the PO return and the OE credit note, or if it's going to be manually created. The second configuration you can do for the pick method is whether it's going to be auto-picked or auto-put away, depending whether you're doing the PO return or the credit note. And if you are auto-picking and auto-putting away, what method are you using? Most recent, least recent, or based on the bin setup order. And the third piece of configuration you can do, whether or not to pop up the bin transfer document when posting the source document. So in my case, I'm going to demonstrate for both the PO return and the OE credit note, the documents are automatically created during posting. The bins are going to be automatically allocated based on the least recent put away for the pick method and the last bin pick from for the put away method. And the bin transfer document is going to automatically pop up when I have the RMA screen open when I click the Create Credit Note or Create PO Return. In bin tracking setup options, if you have both bin tracking and RMA activated in the same company database, you will automatically get the RMA PO return row and the RMA OE credit note row for you to do your configuration. And in my case, I'm automatically creating the associated bin transfer document during posting for both the documents. For the PO return, I'm auto picking based on the most recent put away. And for the credit note, I am auto putting away into the last bin picked from. And in both cases, the bin transfer screen is going to pop up when I post the credit note and the purchase return. When you have a completed RMA, then you have the option to generate the credit note, generate the replacement order, and generate the purchase return. And checking the details on the RMA item lines, if you have ticked to put the item on the credit note and put the item on the vendor return, and for the credit note, if the item is being returned to inventory, then bin tracking will create a bin transfer document for you to match the credit note and vendor return, where the bins can be allocated to the document. When we go ahead and generate the credit note, RMA is creating a credit note and bin tracking is automatically creating the bin transfer document for that credit note and popping it up on the screen. So we can see that credit note 12 was created and BT53 was created for credit note 12 with the two items, quantities 5 and 10, and the bins have been allocated according to our rules and the quantity fully put away. And when we save the document, it will suggest to complete the document as it is fully put away. And when we create the purchase return, again, the bin transfer document will be automatically created for us and popped up on the screen with the suggested bin based on our most recent put away, which is the credit note. When we click Save, it will suggest to complete this document. And on the detail rows, we can see the credit note and purchase return that both the items went onto. Please go to our website, orchid.systems, for further information on bin tracking and RMA. Thanks for viewing this video.